Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney kicked off the Toronto Film Festival with a bold and unapologetically patriotic statement that left the audience buzzing. "Don't push a Canadian too far," he warned, a phrase that seemed to carry a weight far beyond its words. But here's where it gets intriguing. Carney's remarks weren't just a nod to Canadian resilience. They were a thinly veiled jab at U.S. President Donald Trump, though he never mentioned him by name. Instead, Carney drew inspiration from the late, great John Candy, whose comedic roles often featured a lovable underdog standing up to bullies. In many of his movies, there'd be a moment where John would pivot, having been pushed too far, Carney recalled, his tone both nostalgic and pointed. Someone richer, someone more powerful, someone more arrogant, I don't know, he added with a sly grin, leaving little doubt about the subtext. And this is the part most people miss. Carney's speech wasn't just about entertainment. It was a subtle yet powerful commentary on Canada's ongoing negotiations with the U.S. over tariffs and trade. "We're in a more dangerous, divided, and intolerant world," he noted, emphasizing how Canada's sovereignty and identity have faced threats. When Canadians heard those threats, they channeled their inner John Candy. "Elbows up," he declared, using a hockey metaphor to underscore the nation's defiance in the face of Trump's tariffs and annexation rhetoric. Is this the right approach, or does it risk escalating tensions? It's a question worth debating. The evening's highlight was the world premiere of John Candy, I Like Me, a documentary directed by Colin Hanks and produced by Ryan Reynolds. There was never any doubt about where this film needed to premiere. Hanks told the Roy Thomson Hall audience. "It had to be the true north, strong and free," he added, borrowing lyrics from Canada's national anthem. Reynolds, a Toronto native himself, chimed in, saying Candy would have been thrilled to see his life celebrated in his hometown, especially in a theater before its streaming debut on Prime Video. What made the night even more special was the presence of Candy's family, his widow Rosemary and their adult children, Jennifer and Chris, all of whom appear in the documentary. "Sitting in this room with them feels like they're all reunited in some way," Reynolds remarked, capturing the emotional essence of the event. But here's a thought to chew on. While Carney's speech and the documentary celebrate Canadian pride and unity, they also subtly challenge the global audience to reflect on how nations handle conflict. Is standing up to bullies always the best strategy, or does diplomacy require a softer touch? The Toronto Film Festival, running through September 14th, isn't just about movies. It's a platform for conversations like these. So, what's your take? Do you agree with Carney's approach, or is there another way forward? Let's hear it in the comments.